you to another episode of Chemistry Drill with Pedagogue. My name is Pedagogue, and this is Dex Online Science Tutorial Facebook page. If you are new to this page, please hit the follow button and also like the video. Okay, so we have a chemistry question from Jam Past Question, and it's from electrolysis, and it says calculate the mass in kilogram of magnesium produced by the electrolysis of magnesium 2 chloride in a cell operating for 24 hours at 500 Kelvin. 500 ampere. Okay, so in bracket they gave to us that 1 Faraday is equal to 96,500 coulombs per mole, and then they gave us the atomic mass, which we are going to be calling molar mass. They gave to us as 24 grams. Okay, so when we are faced with questions like this from electrolysis, there's a perfect formula we often use to solve this. Okay, and this formula is so good to the point that you can use it to solve almost all jam questions, all jam calculation questions under electrolysis. I did not say all, I said almost all. So let's quickly go ahead and solve with this formula. So solution, what is this formula we're going to be working with? It is mass equal to molar mass times quantity of electricity divided by EF. Okay, now capital M stands for molar mass, Q stands for quantity of electricity, E is the electronic charge of the element we are working with, and then F is Faraday's constant, which is 96,500 coulombs per mole. Okay, so Q, which is quantity of electricity, has its own formula, and Q is equal to IT. I is current and T is time. I is current in ampere, T is time in seconds. Okay, so let's quickly employ this formula to tackle this question. But before I do that, I believe I can remove the Q in this formula and replace it with IT. That's because Q is also equal to IT. Okay, so we are going to be solving with this formula, and this formula we're going to perfectly handle this particular jam question. So let's go straight to business. All right, now mass is equal to, what's the molar mass we are dealing with? Remember, I told you that this is atomic mass, but we are going to be calling it molar mass. Okay, so whenever you hear molar mass, we are not talking about the entire magnesium 2 chloride. We are working with magnesium itself. That is the element deposited during electrolysis. So we are going to write 24 in place of molar mass times, what is the current? 500 amperes times 500 times, what is the time? Time given to us is 24 hours, but we have to convert it to seconds. So to convert hours to seconds, you multiply by 60 times 60. So our time becomes 24 times 60 times 60 divided by, what is the electronic charge of magnesium? What is magnesium ion? Magnesium ion is written as Mg2+. Okay, so this 2 here is the electronic charge. Okay, so the electronic charge is 2 times 96,500, which is Faraday's constant. Okay, so from here we can go ahead and do the normal mathematics and we'll be good. But before we do that, I would like us to do some division so that our calculator will be easy for us to punch. So let's cancel out those zeros. Okay, so this 2 here, I can stroke this out and get 12. Alright, so instead of punching the whole stuff earlier, I will now end up punching 12 times 500 times 24 times 6 times 6 divided by 965. And once you do that, you are expected to get 5,372.0. Okay, so mass is equal to 5,372.0. Okay, so this is our answer in grams. But if you check, there is no such answer in the options. So recall that it said in kilograms. Okay, calculate the mass in kilogram. So we're going to have to convert our mass, our gram, to kilogram. And to convert from gram to kilogram, you'll have to divide by 1,000. So I'm going to divide my answer now by 1,000. And if I do that, I'm going to have mass equal to 5.372, which is approximately 5.4 kilogram. Okay, so if you come back to the options, you see that B is the correct answer. All right, so thank you very much for watching. Like I said earlier, if you are new to this page, give us a follow, and if you have watched this video to this extent, please give us a like. Okay, and if you have a question, you can drop it in the comments section. All right, thank you, I love you, see you in the next video. Bye.